Algebra 1, this is chapter 1.5. We're going to talk about equations today. And the first thing we're going to talk about is an open sentence, guys. And an open sentence is a mathematical statement that contains algebraic expressions and symbols. Essentially, an expression. The difference that makes it an equation, it says that it's an open sentence that contains what? What's the difference between an expression and an equation? It has a what? Equal sign. So it has an equal sign. Next word that we have to talk about is solving. What does it mean to solve?
Finding a value for a variable that makes a sentence true.
Yep. Finding a value of the variable that makes the equation, I'm going to say equation. Oh, not true. Finding a value of the variable that makes the equation true. That's what solving is all about. So what's the solution? You solve to get a solution. What is the solution? Chuck? No, sorry, it's not Chuck. It's Willie.
The replacement value.
The replacement value. How about the value? Doesn't necessarily have to be the replacement value. How about the value that makes the equation true? So solving it is to find the value. The value that you find is what we call the solution. So, as Will said, something about a replacement set. But what is a replacement set? Is
A set of numbers for which replacements for a variable may be chosen.
Yeah. This is a group of numbers that can be used to determine solution, right? So it's going to be a group of numbers that you get to choose from. You get to pull from these particular numbers or things that can be put into the equation to see if it is true. Guys, we're talking about replacement set. So what's a set? A set is just a collection of objects or numbers that are often used using braces or brackets. What I mean by that, it's this thing. It's got a set of brackets around it. In this case, our set would contain only the numbers 2, 4, and 5. Okay? Now, guess what? 2, 4, and 5 are what we call elements. Because an element is the number or object, because a set can be numbers or objects, within a set. Right? So the things that are inside of sets are called elements. And so, if I wanted to know what a solution set would be, It's just a set of elements from the replacement set, so it has to be made up. It's a smaller subset of the ones that make the sentence true or the equation true. So a solution set is just a set of solutions. First example we are going to do is using a replacement set, find the solution set. So we got an equation, 2q plus 5 equals 13. And you have a replacement set of 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, we are not solving the equation traditionally as in what you do to one side, you do to the other. I think a lot of us have already solved very simple equations that way before. The only thing I'm asking you to do now is take a look at your solution set, or replacement set, and plug them in, play coach, and then tell me which ones work. Mr. Konchak, do I have to test 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? And the answer is going to be yes. Actually. So I want to see all of them. So the first one is 2. So I am going to do 2 times 2 plus 5 equals 13. 2 times 2? 4 plus 5, which equals 13. 9 equals 13. Is that true? No, doesn't work. Next. 2 times 3 plus 5 equals 13. 6 plus 5 equals 13? 11 equals 13. Nope. Next. 2 times 4 plus 5 equals 13. Is 8 plus 5 equal 13?
Yes.
Because 13 would equal 13. Check. We found at least one solution. That's good. Does there have to be a solution? It is part of the solution or replacement set? No. Next one, 2 times 5 plus 5 equals 13. We have to do the rest because I said so. I'm old enough to say that. Is 15 equal 13? No. Notice, guys, I'm doing this, and every time I sub a number in, I'm using what? Parentheses. What should you use? So I'm just going through the list, making sure all of them work or not work. 17 equal 13? No. So, the only answer is 4. But it says find the solution set. How do I write it? Ashley? Yeah, with the brackets. Oops. That's how I want to see it, guys. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a set. The set only contains one element, and it happens to be a 4. 4 is the only solution to that equation. The next one, the same exact thing. We just have a different equation. 28 equals 4 times the quantity 1 plus 3d. And your replacement set is 0, 1, 2, and 3. I'll give you guys some time before we come back together. Okay, so here we go. 28 equals 4 times 1 plus 3 times 0. 28 equals 4 times 1, which would equal 4. That doesn't work. 28 equals 4 times 1 plus 3 times, whoops, not 2, but 1. 28 equals 4 times 4, which is 16. No. 28 equals 4 times 1 plus 3 times 2. 28 equals 4 times 7, which is check. We also have to do 3, so 28 equals 4 times 1 plus 3 times 3. 28 equals 4 times 9 plus 1, 10, which is 40. No. So our solution set would include what number? 2. Not too bad, right? Now we're going to step it up just a little bit, or maybe step in a different direction. This one is solving still, but it's just using order of operations to solve. Again, notice where's the variable and the only variable? It's on one side. Everything else is on the other. So all I have to do is simplify whatever side I have to simplify, and I'll have an answer. We've done this now 2 different lessons. One with steps or properties, the other one not. So where do I start on A? Exponents. So it'll be 6 plus the quantity, 25 minus 5 divided by 2 is equal to P. Next, parentheses again. This time it's 20. And then we get 26 divided by 2, yeah? Wrong. Saw too many head shakes there, guys. What comes first, addition or division? Division. What's 20 divided by 2? So it'll be 6 plus 10 is equal to P, or P is equal to 16. Be very, very careful. You would have been wrong if you would have added first.
We don't want you to be wrong.
No. So, it's not too bad, right? I'll give you guys a couple seconds to do part B. Tell us what you're doing.
Okay. So, you have your equation, and you have to do your order of operations, and that's 9 squared divided by, well, it goes down a lot bigger, divided by parentheses 5 minus 2 parentheses.
You can slide over.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Kachek. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I had to rewrite it so I made sure I could do it right. Oh, and then t equals.
Okay.
So then 9 squared is 81 divided by, not a lasso. And 5 minus 2 is 3.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Why?
Is it okay that he did both of those steps at the same time?
Yes.
It didn't affect the problem. Because it was perfectly legal because they're separated. He could do 9 squared and do 5 minus 2 at the same time, at the same line, I'd say. Because they're not interacting with each other at that moment. So this is actually perfectly fine. Now there would be 2 steps going on. 9 squared, which would be substitution, and 5 minus 2 is also substitution property. But you can't do that.
Okay, so I just used my calculator, and I divided 81 by 3, and I got 27. So t equals 27.
Okay. Anybody question that? Thank you, Hayden. Now, these ones are a little bit different thinking. Now, we are still not, and I repeat, not solving. As in, I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. We're not doing that. All we're going to do right now is just simplify and use the knowledge we have, the intuition, and figure out what would have to be the variable to make it true. So I'm looking at part A. What's my order of operations? Exponents. And so it'd be 7 minus 16 minus 10 plus n equals 10. I think everybody should agree, not have an issue. And then next would be 16 minus 10 to get 6. So minus 6, I can leave parentheses if I want, plus n equals 10. Now, all addition, subtraction, work from left to right. 7 minus 6, plus n equals 10. This is where we stop. Now, if I was in a next lesson or two, I would say subtract 1 from both sides. Because what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. We're not there yet. Right now, we're using our intuition that says 1 plus what number will equal 10? The answer is 9. N equals 9, and if you don't ask yourself, n is 9 in, and you will find that it does work. Okay? I want you guys to do the same thing with part B. Go.
Okay.
Tell us what you did.
So I put n 3 plus
So much better.
Look at that hand.
cause
You did the same thing.
if I can fit it there.
There we go.
And then I did the parentheses first, which is 5, and then plus 6 equals 5. And then I did the parentheses on this side to get it done too, so it would be 7. And then what else did I put? Then I put it's 5n because it's multiplication, and then plus 6 and equals 5n plus 7, and there is no solution to
Whoa, why do you say there's no solution?
it because it's not equal.
You can't finish this. Remember, I said there is no finishing. There is no doing things to both sides at this point. We have to sit back and think about this. If I have a quantity n, and I multiply it by 5, on both sides, mind you, that quantity would stay the same. But it happens to be on the left side, I'm going to add 6 to it, but on the other side I'll add 7. So what number can you do that to and then be the same? Yeah, she already said the answer.
You can't.
You can't. Guys, if I said that you and me have the same amount of money on our wallets, and someone gives you $6 and someone gives me $7, are we still the same? No.
You're richer by $1.
It doesn't make sense. There is no real solution. So this problem,
Asking a question.
there's a slight change from the outline. It's a 6 instead of a 2. So that should help. Evaluate this and we'll come back together for this one. All right.
Just touch it.
No new volunteers, guys. Okay, what comes first? Parentheses. We got a couple parentheses. We can do something on both sides. First one over here on the left. Multiplication would be 10 minus 8. Would you guys agree with this?
I do.
Okay, nothing changes in the second set of parentheses. Then I got a large bracket with a set of parentheses, which I can change to 3h plus 6.
No, they're not the same. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
There. Now, 10 minus 8. Okay. And I think I can just change this bracket to that. Grouped it all together. And wait a minute. Distribute. 2 times 3 h's and 12 equals.
6 plus 12.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the value of h that would make that true? It'd be all solutions.
I did it wrong.
All
Did you write down every single number?
real. All real solutions, guys. It doesn't matter what you put in for h, because you're doing the exact same thing on both sides, you will get the exact same answer.
Like if I gave you $6 and you $6 and we had the same amount of money on wall, and then you
Right, you're doing the exact same thing to everybody on both sides, you're fine. Last problem is Mr. Konchak pays $10 each month for movies delivered by mail.
Why don't you just get
He can also rent movies in the store for $1.50 per title. Write and solve an equation to find the total amount Mr. Konchak spends this month if he rents 3 movies from the store.
So you basically just changed the name of the book.
I did. So,
That's dumb.
what we can do, there's some assumptions, guys, that need to be made. What's the assumption?
He pays $10 a month.
He's paying $10 a month whether he gets them from the store or he doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Is that a multiple price thing or a one-time thing?
one?
It's a one-time a month fee. Notice that it's saying how much money is he spending for the month. So, I think everybody should recognize that there's a $10 cost automatically. Plus what? $150 for what?
A movie.
A
By
movie.
title.
I'll call M. Per movie, right? This, if I wanted to truly make an equation, would be the total. Can everybody see that the total amount of money spent would be $10 fixed fee plus $1.50 for every movie? That's the first thing that it's asking us to write. After that, it says, how much would it cost me if I rented 3 movies from the store? So what do?
You multiply 150 by 3.
I put 3 in for M. 3, guys, is my replacement set number. So my total will be 10 plus 1.50 times 3. Or 10 plus 450. Or it cost me how much this month?
$14.50. Don't forget your dollar sign.
$14.50.
You really get streaming. I know.
Homework from chapter 1.5 is page 36. It's 11 through 59 every 3. Have a fantastic day.